Hey, 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 everybody, and welcome to Push Positive Live. I'm so glad that you are here. I am going to share this on my personal page, so give me just 1 second. Let's see. Push Positive Live. I'm going to share this now on my page. My name's Melissa Jakubovic from My Coach Melissa. I'm the author of Push Positive and My Vision Journal. And today we are going to go right into our regular Tuesday program, which is Push Positive. So give me 1 second. Let's share this. All right, so what we do for Push Positive, there's 5 things. First, we do a welcome. I'm going to introduce myself. Sometimes I'll give a shout out to any of my clients that allow me to do so. A few of my clients this week have made some great breakthroughs. I've seen a few people recently with maybe the weather or whatever the situation is, where they're just feeling really down on themselves. It's a reoccurring theme with a lot of my clients the last month or so, and a few of them are making some great progress and breakthroughs, so congratulations to you guys. I don't want to call you out and embarrass you, but just know that I'm really proud of you guys. All right, and then afterwards I talk about any upcoming events, which I don't have any going on right now. I just finished my vision board workshop. It went really well. We will do another one in March. There are a few people who are on the waiting list for the one that I will do in March. I haven't picked the day yet. And then what we do on Push Positive Live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is a breathing technique. And I like to start with the breathing technique because it's a good way to center yourself, to really get in the mindset of what we're doing here on Push Positive Live. But before we do that, I want to know if you're watching this live or you're watching the replay. So comment below live if you're watching right now live, or comment below replay if you're catching this on the replay. I've always liked to see who sees it live and who catches the replay. I know a lot of people are seeing this from all over the world, and there's lots of different time zones, so this might not be a great time zone or times for you, but I want you to come back in here and check it out. So comment below live if you're watching live, and comment below replay if you're watching the replay. Of course, if you tune in every Tuesday and you like what you see, share this video. The more people that push positive in their life, pushing play on their positive life, the more this world will thrive in a positive way. So it starts from within. Hi, Christian. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Jamie. Thanks for being here. So what I want you to recognize is that there are lots of things wrong with this world, right? And that is tragic, but you have the opportunity to change that by starting from within. So you come in every Tuesday, we're going to put some positivity into your life, and then the second step of that is you need to spread that positivity everywhere you go. So maybe you'll feel centered and calm, and then the rest of the day will just flow really nice for you, and you'll give off this great positive aura that you can share with everyone around you. That's a great way to make a change in the world. Or, you could actively do something. You could share this video. You could take the ideas that you learn while you are watching Push Positive and implement them in your life. And that's how we're going to make a change in the world. And before we do any of that great work, before we change things going on, we really need to center ourselves. And the first way to center yourself is to remove all the exterior noise from your life. Just take a few minutes every day, or if all you can get is once a week here on Push Positive Life, then that's fine. But just make sure you're actively taking the time for you to center yourself. And we're going to do that with a breathing exercise. Every week I bring you a different breathing exercise. So stick around, and at the end of the breathing exercise, I'm going to give you the topic of the day. So what I want you to do is sit up nice and tall in your seat wherever you are. Hopefully you're not driving, but if you're at your desk or you're on your couch or wherever you are in your life, I just want you to stop what you're doing and sit up nice and tall. So your shoulders, they might be in your ears, your back might be hunched over, and I want you to remove that. So you take your shoulders up to your ears, push them back, and lock them down so that your shoulder blades on the back side of your back are hugging each other. And you sit up nice and tall, like you have a string coming from the roof of your head, the crown of your head, and it's pulling you up. And I want you to think about that tailbone that you're sitting on as if something below is yanking it down. So your spine is getting really straight, and you're feeling this flow of energy, this flow of air that all of a sudden isn't crunched up anymore and tense. Now it's relaxed and open and ready to embrace whatever the day has in store for you. So I want you to sit up nice and tall, close your eyes maybe. That'll help you really tune into yourself instead of outside what's going on. And I want you to breathe slowly in through your nose and give a nice cleansing breath through your mouth. And just let it go. Let's do one more of those. Breathe in through your nose. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling the air come right up through. And exhale. Awesome. So today the breathing exercise that I want to do for you is called Kapalabhati. It's like skull shining breath. And what that is a good way to just wake up the energy. Maybe there's some stale energy inside of you. It's a good way to wake up. It's a nice breathing exercise to do when you wake up. If you think about your breathing exercises as your coffee, I want you to think about this breathing exercise as your shot of espresso. It's just a quick way to get a lot of energy really fast. So what we're going to do is slow inhales through our nose, one really slow inhale, and then through our nose we're going to give really powerful exhales that start in the abdomen, in our belly. So it's really abdomen intensive here. So you want to contract your stomach, pulling it in each time you exhale really powerfully through your nose. So one really slow, calm breath. Everyone sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and inhale slowly. Really feel that air cleansing everything. And then push it out through your nose like this. And you're clenching your belly. Now, if you need to blow your nose, it's probably a good thing to do before you do this. If it's too uncomfortable for you to do it through your nose, you can do it through your mouth, like. But I want you to feel your stomach contracting every time you exhale, okay? So we have a slow inhale and then 10 powerful exhales coming out. And we're only gonna do this a few times. Thanks for watching, guys. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Tommy. So come on in with the air. Inhale through your nose. Get a lot of air. And then powerfully exhale. And inhale again. And again, powerfully exhale. And let's do one more. Inhale. Take all that air in. Really expand your spine, lengthening it. And let it all out. Okay. Exhale, let it all out. Anytime you're feeling stressed or you need a jolt of energy, this is the breathing exercise I want you to do. It is intense in your abs. I don't want you to do it while you're driving. It could cause you to be dizzy. So make sure you've drank a lot of water before and after you do it. But it's a really good, powerful way to get a lot of energy very quickly. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about today, our topic is ups and downs. Now, this is life. Life is full of ups and downs, mountains and valleys. That's the way it goes, especially in entrepreneurship, if you own your own business, especially in relationships, if you have relationships that you deal with on a daily basis. That could be with your spouse or your partner. It could be with your parents. It could be with your children. It could be with siblings. So there's ups and there's downs in everything and in life. And, that brings disappointments. Sometimes, when you have your ups, that brings excitement. When you have your downs, you feel disappointed. And if you are just following this roller coaster of your life and just accepting whatever comes whenever it comes and not really focusing on the steady part of your life, what ends up happening is that you get on those highs, really excited, you're having the best day of your life, nothing can go wrong. And when you have those lows, you crash and you become depressed. You could find yourself not wanting to hang out with anyone. Maybe you're feeling like you're a loser, or that nobody loves you, or that nobody wants to be with you, and you get all these negative feelings about yourself. And what happens is that feeling that you're holding on to, that negativity, it kind of pollutes who you are, and that aura, that imaginary light that comes around you that you shine out and other people see in your energy really becomes toxic, and it's not attractive. People don't want to be around you when you have that attitude. People don't want to pivot towards you when you're having a hard time expressing yourself in a positive way. And then what really happens when all of these things come together is that you find yourself stuck in those downs, and it becomes almost insurmountable to come back up to that hill, to that mountain. So while life might be going like this, I need you to figure out how you can stay steady throughout. So your life is going to have those ups and downs, but you're going to have this clear path, and that clear path is called belief. So you need to believe that you can achieve whatever you're trying to achieve. If you start here and this is your end goal, I want you to believe that this end goal is going to happen no matter what, and your life is going to have these ups and downs, but eventually you're going to get to this goal. But if you get stuck in these downs, you're never going to see this goal because you're down here and you can't see anything. So it's really important that you believe that you will get what you want, and then you work towards it. Okay, so those ups and those downs, they're temporary. We all have ups and we all have downs, but if we get stuck in those downs, it's really, really hard to come out of them, and it's really hard to achieve whatever we're trying to achieve. So what I want you to do is think about where you were at this moment last week. What were you thinking? Where were you sitting? What were you dealing with at work or in life? What was going on? And I want you to focus on the feeling that you had at that moment. Was something amazing happening for you this time last week? Think about last Tuesday. Where were you? What were you doing? Were you getting a promotion at your job? Wow, exciting. Were you foreclosing on your house? Wow, that sucks. You know, think about these big things. Was it exciting and happy, or was it shitty and crappy? And think about the way that you felt then. And then I want you to think about where you are today, 1 week later. It's Tuesday morning. What is different today? What have you achieved over this week emotionally? Where you are right now is probably not exactly where you were last week, because if you got that promotion, maybe you went out and you celebrated, you had a great time, maybe you got some money and you're excited and everything's great, but today things have settled down and you're actually having to jump into that role at work and put on all that extra work has fallen on top of you, and you might be under some stress. Or maybe if you were foreclosed last week and you felt awful and you thought the end of your life really should come now to save you from the torture that you're about to go through, maybe right now that's settled a little bit. And yes, it sucks, but maybe you've worked out a few things to figure out how to go through that life transition, that change, that big unexpected change. So those are just two examples of something really good and something really bad. Whatever was going on in your life, you know, you can figure that out and gauge how you were feeling then versus how you're feeling now. But I want you to realize that when something immediately happens, that first initial instinct that we have of, wow, it's great, or wow, this sucks, is not the feeling that you're going to be stuck with forever. Because if you think about where you are right now and what you're feeling this week, you might be feeling the aftermath of what happened last week, but you are not exactly in that same place. Life continues and life moves on, and better things come into the forefront, and things that no longer serve us disappear. Maybe you went through a divorce or something and you thought, this is the love of my life, we will never get divorced, and everything's great. And then when you hit divorce, you're like, shit, I'm a failure. What did I do? Everything's the opposite of what I planned for. Well, that's just temporary, and it doesn't define who you are. Your life experiences do not define who you are. If you don't have a job right now, or you just broke up with somebody, these things suck, but they happen to all of us. And while you're going through them, it's really draining. It's really emotionally draining. It's really hard to deal with, but they're temporary. And I want you to think about another time in your life where you went through something challenging and you thought, there's no way I can get through this. There's no way I can overcome this. And look where you are now. You did it. You overcame it. And while you're going through it, it's like walking through thick mud, and it's hard and it's challenging and you never see the end. But eventually, the end of that problem or that issue, it does reach an end, and you move on to the next chapter of your life. And you look back and you can grow from that. So there's lots of stuff that's happened in my life that's not ideal. An outsider might be like, whoa, her life is really effed up. But if you look at my life from inside, like me looking at my life, I love my life. I have a great life. And all of the things that have happened in my life have brought me to where I am right now. And right now, I am leading a Push Positive live workshop on Facebook for other people because I am happy, and I want to share that happiness with you and let you know that you can be happy regardless of where you are right now, regardless of what happened to you in the past, regardless of the experiences that you had, maybe the decisions that you made that weren't so great, or maybe, what other people think of you. Who cares? I don't care what anybody thinks of me. The people that really love me and that really care for me are the ones that are close in my life. And the people that used to care for me and don't anymore, well, they're gone. Or the people that said they cared for me and then didn't, they're also gone. So you have the power in your life to create what you want. You can create that goal. You can work towards that goal. And I want you to remember that ups and downs are natural, and you're going to work your way through them, and you're going to make it to the finish end. And when you look back, you're going to go, wow, I came from all the way back there. Look at me. I'm amazing. And I want you to use that amazing feeling and push that into your life to get you through the next struggle that you have. So just remember, when you have those highs, hold on to that feeling of what those highs feel like that excitement, those butterflies in your stomach. Hold on to that feeling, put it in a little jar, in this imaginary jar, close it up, put it in your bag, and say, every time life feels shitty, I'm going to open up this jar, I'm going to let that positivity flow out, and then I'm going to close it and let's use it later on. And that jar will always be full. You can never open it up and let all the positivity go out. There's always going to be more positivity in that jar that you can use throughout the rest of your life. So when you do hit those lows and life feels like so crappy and you don't even know what you're going to do and where you're going to go, open up that jar and remember, it's temporary. You will get through it. You can do hard things, and life is worth living because you get to create your life and what you put in it, the relationships that you put in it, the skills that you want to learn. You have the ability to go out and learn, and just be creative and be resourceful, and things will work out. Okay, if you have any questions, you can private message me. You can post them in the comments below. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you here next time for Push Positive Live next Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.